My view, it don't look so great from a mile away. I'm looking like a mighty disgrace, but baby, don't call me a liar.
First fucking thing is take it out. Sorry, pussy, you're out of here.
Dude, that's the fucking intro right there. Welcome back to the Daddies podcast, episode 33. We are pretty fucking dead, and I have no idea why. I actually don't. Like,
You know what it is? It's that fucking pizza coma. After you eat pizza or any type of bread, you start to feel like shit.
dude,
right
but
after.
I've been feeling like this for like the past 4 hours.
Feeling tired?
Dude, I could have passed out 4 hours ago. Like,
Yeah,
actually.
me
And that's
too.
because I'm never like that.
And
So
we
it's
just
weird.
spent like the last 4 hours just watching a bunch of videos.
Yeah,
A
that's
bunch of
true.
pranky pranks. But yeah, there's gonna be a chill one today. I'm in this fucking comfortable ass position. Got the shades on. I'm feeling good. As soon as we're done, I'm probably gonna fucking take a nap. But this is the Morbius episode. Morbius review episode.
Morbius review.
Since we do everything on here.
Yeah, we do.
You think
Are we gonna do
about
spoilers?
it. Fuck it. Why
Spoilers,
not?
It's spoiler video, so I'll probably have timestamps or something.
Yeah.
but it's not
I mean-
spoiler free.
Apparently no one's gonna watch it, right?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
that's true.
So, I would say one of the first times that I saw Morbius, the character, was actually on the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s. I remember waking up Saturday mornings, that was my shit. I'd go straight to the fucking dinosaur TV, the box one, and I'd fucking be excited to see Spider-Man, right? And there is a specific episode where he turns into a werewolf, Spider-Man, right? And it's crazy because he's going through changes, and he grows the 6 arms first, right? Then they get hairy. Then he's like a wolf spider type of thing, right? But in that same episode, Morbius comes out too. But going back to the wolf spider, I'm not even sure what it's called. I had that action figure. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I do.
And it was my favorite action figure of all time. Because it was so detailed and it was like...
It was creepy.
It was
Creepy
fucking
as fuck.
creepy. The fucked up part was that I lost... The arms came off. I lost like 3 of the arms, right? So that was what was fucked up. But I remember playing with that toy so much. And it wasn't until later years where I realized it's the same fucking... It's the same one from the animated series and the fucking... Probably from the comics. So Morbius comes out and he's fucking shit up. And... he is not only fighting Blade and Spider-Man, but also the Punisher. I think all 4 of them are involved just fucking each other up. But something that I would say gave me nightmares watching Morbius, and mind you, I was obviously a vampire fan, was that when he would turn people or he would drink blood, it wasn't from his teeth, the fangs, or like the bite and the neck. He had suctions on his fucking hands. Do you remember? No? He has holes in his fucking hands, dude. And he would grab onto someone and just suck their blood through there. And they showed the palm. And there's just these fucking 6 circles on his hands just pulsing, like going like that. It's fucking gross, dude. But the reason why they did that is because they thought that, like, the actual vampire shit, the fangs, the biting, was too graphic for kids.
Oh, okay.
So, that's where I first saw it. So, I've always been a fan. Going that far back as a fucking kid. I mean, having a fucking superhero or anti-hero, whatever he is, as a vampire is... It's pretty fucking interesting, and I fuck with that shit. I like that shit. So when I found out the Morbius movie was coming out, let's just say I had to change my underwear.
Got rock hard.
Fuck yeah. And the fact that it was Jared Leto, even fucking harder. Because he's sexy. And it's funny because, well, let's go into the story now. Into the night.
Into the night.
Into the night.
That reminds me of Nightman from, what's it called? Or am I saying it wrong?
Yeah.
Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, the Nightman cometh.
Yeah. No, but it was very weird because I don't.
It was.
How did the
It
day
got
start?
messy. It got messy because I was like, okay, me and him are gonna go watch the movie Friday. I'm like, boom, okay, gonna get the tickets. But I waited. I was like, you know what? Let me just wait. There's a possibility that his mom was gonna come with us, and I kept trying to reel her in, and I'm like, come on, like. I mean, Jared Leto's in it. He's really fucking handsome.
He's
like,
sexy. He has long hair.
yeah, and I was actually going in depth because I know what your mom likes, dude. Like,
Yeah.
she's always liked the long straight hair,
The
the
fucking
beard, like, you know, the darker hair. Like, I know she, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to go watch the Batman with her, like, that's what I liked. What was on the screen? Robbie? That's what I like, right? So when I saw Jared, I'm like, perfect for your mother, right? So possibility that she was going to come, or maybe not. So I didn't buy tickets. So I'm like, you know what? She's probably not going to come.
Yeah, it was skeptical. And then I
Texted me.
Well, I told my girlfriend we're gonna watch it, and she's like, well, I want to go watch it too, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay. So then I texted him, like, hey, she wants to come, is that fine? I was like, yeah. So it was 3 of us now, for certain. 3 of us
Yeah.
for certain.
But when you told me that, I was like intrigued because, and I'm pretty sure she's going to see this shit because she's the #1 fan. But I was like, I even asked you after, I'm like, why did you want to watch that movie?
Because she hates Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And that's a Spider-Man villain.
She hates Spider-Man. I asked him, like, does she know that that's a Spider-Man villain or what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, she knew because I told her, and she was like, I like vampires, so I don't give a fuck. And I was like,
See, and I respect you for that because that's badass. I fucking love vampires too.
she likes Spider-Man, dude, low key.
You're gonna get her into that. You're
Yeah.
gonna get the spider to bite her.
Dude, somehow. And then, so I tell him, he gets the tickets, and then I think the day before, Thursday, my mom's like, you know what, I'm gonna go watch a different movie with one of our family members. And he's like, okay, what the fuck? So she tells us that. Then it comes Friday, and I remember what I was doing specifically that day because I was preparing for Lego Star Wars to come out, and I needed to make a scene in OBS so I can stream it. So where it's a gameplay, make sure everything's crisp and smooth with the gameplay, have my camera there, have chat there. I was doing all that, getting ready for it, because Hector was going to come and play the game with me. And
Producer
Hector, as I'm doing the scene, Hector fucking calls me out of nowhere, and I didn't tell him anything about it. Like, he didn't know I was creating the scene already. Like, out of nowhere, ironically, he calls me and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, that's so weird calling me because I'm preparing for Tuesday, or well, Monday. We thought it was gonna, but that's the difference. So we thought it was gonna come out Monday. And he's like, oh shit, like, are you free? I'm like, yeah, you can come over. So he came over.
This was Friday.
This was Friday, yeah. And I tell him, like, oh, we're gonna go watch Morbius. And he was like, dude, can I go? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, let's see if there's tickets available. So then Hector came. So it was 4 of us for sure. Him, me, my girlfriend, and
I was
Hector.
actually glad. I don't know if I told you. I had not gotten the tickets yet.
Yeah.
I had not gotten
You
the
hadn't.
tickets yet. Just because of I didn't know who was going. You had already added your girlfriend. Your mom wasn't going. So I'm like, I should not buy tickets until maybe like the afternoon of that Friday, right?
Yeah.
Which was when you texted me. So I got the tickets. Then I texted you the seats. so you could tell Hector to buy the seat next to us.
Yeah, there was 2 seats next to us, so we got the seat next to us, and then it's I want to say it's like 8. The movie's at 9:30. My mom.
I'm not even over.
He's
here
not
yet.
even here yet. My mom walks into my room. Me and Hector are watching Moon Knight. We haven't talked about Moon Knight, and she's like pissed. I haven't seen her this mad in a while. She opens the fucking door. She's like, "Well, I'm not going to the movies now." And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, so and so said she can." And I'm like, "Oh well, fuck." And she's like, "Oh, I'm mad." And like she was waiting for me to respond. And I'm like, "Oh, so you still want to go with us then?" She was like, "Yes, I want to go with you. I fucking washed my truck to go." She cleaned the truck and everything. I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, hopefully the last seat on the other side is open.
Cause I got like 3 in the middle, leaving 1 seat on this side that was available and another seat on the other side.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
So Hector got the one on one side, and my mom got the other one on the other side. So it was 5 of us that went to watch Morbius, which is weird.
Yeah. Cause it's either just me and you. I mean, lately your mom's been coming with us, so you know. But then I get here at what?
Dude, you got here at 9.
I got here at
8.
I got here at 8:55.
Oh really?
Yeah, the showing's at 9:30. I'm like, have 5 minutes to tell everybody to get ready. We can dip and go, right? I walk in here expecting to see your girlfriend here too, and I'm like, "Where's your girlfriend? We gotta go pick her up." I'm like, "Oh shit." I still had to go take a leak. Everyone was still getting ready and shit.
No, we were ready.
No, you were ready, but like your mom,
My mom
I think she had to go do some stuff, and I was like, "Fuck." So we all jam pack into her truck, and we're driving over there like at what?
It's probably like 9:05 already, 9:10.
Yeah, and the good thing is that she lives nearby, so
we got lucky.
So then we pull up right
Yeah.
into her driveway. And we're like, "Oh, are you gonna go, or are you texting her, calling her?" Come to find out that she's babysitting.
She's waiting for her mom to come
Yeah,
home.
she's waiting for her mom, and it's about like what?
9:12 already, like 9:13.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, fuck,
shit.
dude. We're like, are we gonna make it in time?
Yeah, and I mean, I knew that the fucking. Sorry. Oh,
Dude, you're fucking up the mic.
sorry.
But yeah.
I was like, there's gonna be trailers and shit. We should be fine. The movie probably won't even start till 10. Right? And it's funny. I go to the movies so much. I don't know at what time exactly a movie starts. And that's because I've been to a bunch of them. Like, I'm talking about, like, fuck the trailers. I'm talking about how many minutes of trailers do you get per movie?
Dude,
I need to check that shit out.
I feel like it's 15 to 20 minutes, dude. Maybe 15.
Yeah.
Not 20 is too much.
I don't know, dude. Knowing these fuckers.
But we're there in the driveway waiting.
For how long?
Dude, it wasn't even long. It was like 3 minutes. Yeah. I told my mom, can you get out of the driveway? Because they park there. And she's like, oh, yeah, let me get out real quick. As soon as she's backing out, my girlfriend's mom gets there. Like, perfect timing. And, whoa, we pick her up and we fucking dash to the theater. Quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
And, so the car's full. The truck's full, right?
Truck is full, yeah.
And these are the type of situations where I'm like, I don't surround myself with more than fucking
one person.
3 people, right? Yeah, even one. I'm not in big groups usually, right? So I never know how to go about these things in terms of conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to have a conversation with 5 people. And I don't know I think you're better at it than I am because I was only talking to your mom, right?
Or you would talk to us too.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
But it scrambles my mind up and I'm kind of like...
It's too many people to fucking conversate.
You know? Because I could be having 3 different conversations but different topics. And that's where I'm like, you know what? Let me just have one conversation with one. And that's it. So we get there. And I'm fucking psych. It's a beautiful night. We find a pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, on the side. Yeah.
lot.
Dude, they fucking got us good though. We go in to turn the tickets.
Oh, that day was April Fool's, but this had nothing to do with that situation.
Yeah, this had nothing to do with it.
So I had 3 tickets, right?
Yeah, you had 3 tickets.
And I show the guy, he's like, I think you got the wrong tickets. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I double checked because it's happened to me before where I'll go up to the fucking barcode and they're like, oh, you actually got the ones in fucking Harlingen. And I'm like,
fuck.
Yeah, so they're like, you got the ones in Brownsville. I'm like, what? So then I get out of my app completely and then I check. He's like, oh, that's weird. So I don't know if he was looking at the times for like a different fucking movie or what it was.
Probably.
So
we got lucky. Got saved by the bell. Yeah. Everyone was like, well, 3 of us aren't going to the fucking movie.
Well, none of us would have gone because the 3 main seats were missing and it was just going to be 2 seats that were far apart. So,
that's true.
So, what's next? We get in line.
We buy food.
We got some fucking tendies.
And we go to the movie. No, the movie. Oh,
the seating arrangement was
the seating arrangement was funny.
I thought it was funny that your girlfriend wanted to sit
next to my mom. And you in between me and Hector.
Yeah. Like she wanted you in the middle of Hector and me.
No. You were gonna be in the middle of us.
Of who?
Dude, it was Hector, my girlfriend, me, you, my mom. She wanted you and her to switch. So she would be next to my mom. I'd be next to her. Yeah.
Next to her?
Yeah, because my mom's at the edge.
Wait, say it again.
Dude, it's Hector, me.
Her.
Hector, her, me, you, my mom. She wanted you
and her to switch.
So it would have been Hector, you, me, my girlfriend, my mom.
Oh.
That's what she wanted. Because you also talked to Hector. So,
yeah.
And I think you've talked to Hector more.
I thought you were going to be in the middle of me and Hector, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how's that shit going to work? So that's why I was like, I'll just stay here, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that was too many people. That's why we were like, what the fuck's going on? Too many people. But it was fun going with a lot of people. Because all of us were like talking about our opinions on the movie. But we didn't even talk about this, dude. Prior to going to the movie, everyone had already seen it on social media. Dude, all we saw was negativity up the fucking ass about this movie.
Bunch of fucking hate.
So much fucking hate. I was like, dude, this movie's gonna fucking suck ass. I'm like, fuck, I hope this movie doesn't suck ass.
One of the first things I told you was, dude, I swear if you say it sucks ass, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, dude. Because I'm a Morbius lover. They might butcher the movie, but I'll still love the character. I'll still appreciate the film. I'm not one to be hating on a fucking movie. Like you're a harsh critic when it comes to that shit. So I was like, this piece of shit motherfucker's gonna be talking shit the whole time, right? So everyone just talking shit about the movie. We went opening night, right? Because the first showing was on a Thursday. The actual official one was on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We went the first one. And a lot of people were already talking shit about the movie.
Like a lot.
Critics, specifically. Many. And I was seeing it on Instagram, and I'm like, fuck these pieces of shit. Like, I was getting fucking mad.
Worried.
And then they were saying how, like, dude, it's that fucking role he had as the Joker. That fucked him up.
Yeah.
That's a shit
I
role.
agree.
I haven't seen the movie. I've seen clips of that Joker, but it's kind of fucked. But,
yeah.
I saw memes saying, like, oh, now he's the worst actor for a DC movie, and now he's a worst actor for Marvel. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, yeah. And it was weird because we watched the movie. And I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Fuck yeah. I fucking loved it.
There were some... This movie was not perfect, though. Like, it wasn't. Like, the Batman's near perfect. It was not near the Batman's level, okay? It wasn't. But... it was still enjoyable.
It was.
And that's where I was confused as to how it was getting so much hate online. It was weird.
Dude, it was probably fuckers that didn't even go watch it.
Yeah, but I can still see some of the problems in the movie.
I'll tell you something.
What bothered you the most about the movie?
there were dull moments, specifically with like the science shit. I just find that shit boring, like lab coats and all that. I know it's a big part of the fucking like plot. The ship shit too was kind of boring with the guys with the guns. I thought that was kind of boring. It started to get interesting when his best friend, who also has the same blood disease that he has,
got the fucking juices.
Got the juice. Got the fucking serum. And I mean, for people that aren't gonna watch it or don't know what the fuck it is, Michael, who is Morbius, has a blood condition, and they need to get their blood.
Dude, didn't even say the condition.
They didn't. But
that's one thing that people complain about.
They have to get an oil change, is how they explained it, 3 times a day for their blood. Like, clean it out because of whatever disease they have. That's fucked. He meets a friend when he's a child. They become best friends, but Michael has to leave. Michael becomes this successful scientist. He makes artificial blood, which I found interesting. Gets nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Fucking
rejects
it. Fucking weird.
And he's just looking for a cure for himself, other people like him, and his best friend. He's experimenting with animals, like bats specifically. And then, what was it that he got? Was it the heart of a bat? Or I remember him cutting into a bat and he took out an organ. Then he injected a mouse. The mouse died, but then it came back to life, right? Yeah. So he injects himself and becomes the living vampire, right? And he has a thirst for blood, and he fucking needs it. If not, he'll die, basically go back to his normal state. Or he'll turn into like that. He'll turn into like a violent version of the vampire, right? Which is pretty fucking cool. I like that shit. And the friend ends up finding out about it, seeing how healthy he is, strong. He got all his abilities went up. Super speed, super strength.
Super hearing.
Yeah, the sonic hearing was badass. That's fucking cool.
So he gets all those crazy abilities.
Yeah, and it's fucking cool. And
it comes with the price. Having to get the blood. And going crazy if you don't get the blood you need.
Yeah, and then he ends up getting, and this is what caught me off guard. There was a twist. There's this scene where this nurse that he's worked with for like 10 plus years is in the fucking hallway at night, and then a vampire figure is crawling the fucking roof and shit, right? The ceiling.
Like a creep.
Yeah, and he just scares her and he lunges and he just drains her. Fucking dry. And the last scene we had seen was Morbius like freaking the fuck out, going crazy. So we assumed it was him. And for the majority of the movie, I thought it was him.
Me too,
because I didn't pay attention. Turns out the best friend took the serum. He's all vamped out now. And that was his first victim. He drained her. And he's fucking strong. Like, and it's weird how... Because he was a sweet kid. And he was kind of a nice guy. He seemed a little cocky and shit, but it was like whatever, you know? And I didn't think he was gonna turn out like this. Like a fucking monster, just like not giving a fuck about people's lives, just sucking them up. Right? But we got a glimpse of it when he's fighting the bullies in the beginning. Yeah. When he swung his crutch and hit the fucking bully in the head. That's where he got to see his violent side.
Wish there was more scenes though. That's one thing. We didn't get enough backstory.
Yeah, so I was caught off guard when, like, Milo is the best friend's name, was fucking evil, and he didn't give a fuck about anyone but himself. Why? Because he hasn't lived life.
Yeah. And I couldn't blame him. I can see why.
Yeah, and he was always scared of dying because of the condition he has.
But what made him even more pissed was that Morbius didn't want to give him the serum. So I was like, oh, like, you think you're big shot and shit because you do all this stuff for the world? Well, fuck you. Yeah. That was his whole thing.
But that was the first twist. Finding out... Well, the main twist was... So they cart off fucking Morbius in jail because of the nurse that got drained. And the best friend goes in there pretending to be a lawyer and visits him. And he's with a cane. Which is already weird, because this fucker has crutches. He doesn't use a cane. Like, he has to rely on crutches to walk. Did you
Dude,
catch that?
I didn't catch that. No, I didn't.
Yeah, he has a cane, so it's kind of like...
What the fuck?
Like, I was thinking, I'm like, what? Like, this motherfucker can just walk with a cane? I'm like, whatever. So they're talking, and then he just hands him a bag of blood he sneaked in, because Morbius was losing his shit. And then...
Leaves the cane.
He walks out of the cell and, like, just goes away. And then Morbius notices that he left the cane behind. And then you see the Milo walking down the fucking cell, and he's, like, kind of, like, limping, and then he just starts to walk normal, and I'm like, what the fuck? He took the serum. That was the first twist that I was like, oh shit. And the next one was that he killed the nurse, and that he's fucking evil and he's murdering all those people, right? So that's what I found pretty interesting. And I like how overpowered they made Morbius, like, and we talked about this.
Yeah, we were like, how the fuck is Spider-Man gonna fight that?
Any of the Spider-Man.
Yeah, any of them.
That's another, but we'll get into that after. Because his abilities on screen were fucking crazy. They were just like...
On another level.
Yeah.
Compared to any other hero on...
Any other villain, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the whole time. I'm like, what the fuck? But some of my favorite scenes were anytime Milo would call him Michael or call out his name, because it gave me flashbacks to the Lost Boys. Because the main character's name is Michael, and David, the bad vampire, the bad guy, would always be like, Michael. I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, they must have done that on purpose. I didn't know that.
Maybe not.
They did, dude.
No, because his name's Michael in the comics. But maybe the Milo calling him out and shit, like, all the time, they probably did. Because in the trailer, they added a song from the Lost Boys. Dude, I fucking love vampires, okay? I'm a vampire geek. And then you bring in the superhero aspect and Marvel, like, I was fucking jizzing all over myself during this movie. But I loved when he'd be flying in the air, and he wore a black trench coat, but the lining had purple.
Yeah.
Which is sick as fuck. Like, that, it's subtle, but it's comic book accurate in a way, because he would wear the trench coat. There's a lot of purple involved with him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When he was flying, the streaks of purple would be left behind, and I thought that
cool.
was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Not to mention that Milo was a creepy ass vampire, right?
Dude, he was.
He
yes.
looked fucking creepy. He was straight out of I Am Legend. Those motherfuckers. You remember those vampires?
Yeah.
But I guess the next couple of scenes is just them fighting it out, to be honest, right?
Yeah. That thing.
And Milo just loses his shit. Murders.
He kills their father figure.
Yeah.
And then he kills Michael's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then they start fighting.
And the fight, and Morbius is getting his ass beat.
The entire fucking movie. Like,
Yeah.
getting fucking
Why? Because all he's doing is drinking out of plastic bags.
And he doesn't want to hurt his friend either, too. I saw him holding back. He was holding back.
But Milo is much stronger because he had already drained, like, what, like, fucking 5 people?
Dude, probably more than that.
So, Milo does his move and just fucking, like, they just go through the fucking earth.
Yeah.
Into the sewers. That's where the main battle is. And it's fucking badass. I mean, Morbius is getting his ass fucking beat.
Handed to him.
Bad. But then, Morbius has a little help from his friends, right? The bats. He can control bats, which I don't think Milo can do. Because he kind of noticed it when he was in the tank with them. And he kind of moved his hand, and there is a bat. Dude, and bats are fucking adorable, dude. Like, if I could have a bat as a pet, I would fucking have one. I kid you not. I think I talked about the bat story, right?
Yeah, you found...
Like, a long time ago. During the height of COVID, I found a baby bat during this crazy-ass storm. And I was going to try to nurse it back to health and shit, but...
It dipped.
Yeah. Who knows what happened to him, dude. Shout out to Henry. That's what I called him. And then my girlfriend, because she knew how upset I was about it, I think for my birthday, or some event, she bought me a stuffed bat animal, like a little plushie, and she adopted a bat for me.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Where you can adopt a bat and like the money you send will help them like feed them and shit. I thought that was pretty cool. So I own a bat technically, but I told my girlfriend when she showed me, I got all excited. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, wait, but is he in the box or like where's the bat? She's like, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, what? You adopted a bat for me. Where is it? Like, I need it right now. It doesn't work like that. You can do the same thing with African children. What? You can.
How?
Same fucking thing. You adopt a little black child or African child. The money that you use to adopt him will be used to feed them.
Dude, what?
Dude, I think you should fucking do it.
Dude, technology. I didn't even know that.
Dude, I know. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. What the fuck? Dude, can you go see him one day though? The bat?
They'll send... I don't know. But they send you pictures of it. I got one picture and that was it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
dude, that's an NFT.
Shut the fuck up. But I think with the actual humans, like, they will send you pictures and the little kids will be there, like, smiling and shit, thumbs up.
Mm.
Dude, you think they're scams?
Dude, I hope not.
Dude, that'd be fucked.
I saw a scam
Anyways.
right now. But anyways, yeah. That final scene was cool.
Yeah. But Morbius fucks him up with the bats.
He has to inject him with the anti-serum to get his powers
But it
away.
kills him,
But it
right?
kills him, yeah. It fucking kills him.
Yeah, so he had to kill his best friend. And the whole time, I'm like, so Morbius is a good guy because he doesn't want to murder people.
Mm.
But in the comic books, he's technically a bad guy because all he
Yeah.
wants to do is murder people.
They always fucking twist the villains to be good.
Yes.
They did it with Venom and they did it with him.
Yes. And the whole time I was comparing this movie to Venom because he's the other Sony villain.
Yeah.
Right? Because look, and we're geeking out. We're geeking the fuck out. Right? And we always do this shit. But this is Disney who owns all the Marvel characters except any Spider-Man character affiliated with Spider-Man or in the Spider Universe or any of that shit, right? Sony, this shitty company that should have fucking died years ago, but they're clasping on with their rat claws onto Spider-Man because Spider-Man is the best fucking hero ever, and they're not letting that shit go ever. So this is what happened. Marvel Comics went bankrupt. They freaked the fuck out. They're like, you know what? Let's sell our rights to movie companies or production companies, right? So these fucking idiots started like bidding away the characters like to the highest bidder or whatever the fuck it was. So Fox got X-Men. Sony got Spider-Man. Universal got the Hulk. Like, I think, yeah, that's how it happened. Which makes me think, who got the majority of the characters? Might have been Fox. I don't know. Because now Disney starts fucking picking. They start fucking buying people out. They own the
Biting
X-Men now.
everything.
Yeah, like they're just sucking everyone up, right? So they have all the characters except, I don't think they have Hulk, but they can use him. And they have to ask permission to use Spider-Man from Sony. Because again, Sony's fucking there. Rat claws and everything, clinging onto their own. Those movies are the only things that are keeping them alive, in my fucking opinion. Like, I think if they didn't have Spider-Man, they would probably be out. I mean, they own they own the PlayStations and shit. Who the fuck knows? I don't fucking like Sony. If they would give the characters and the rights to fucking Disney, you know, everything would get taken care of. We won't have to worry about fucking contracts, deals, or any of that shit. It's fucking bullshit. But I hope Sony's getting smarter with it. And I mean, they've been collabing with Disney for the biggest fucking movie of all time, which is the Spider-Man film, right? But now they're doing their own
Sinister, right?
No. So they are making solo movies on Spider-Man villains because they own all of them. So they started off with Venom. I think it was a pretty big success. A lot of people fuck with Venom, right? Then they made Venom 2, right? And then they collabed for No Way Home. And then now they made Morbius. So they have Venom and Morbius so far. Solo movies. The next movie that's going to come out is Kraven the Hunter. So what they're setting up, Sony, is a Sinister Six. Sinister Six is a collective of Spider-Man's biggest villains, and they just fuck him up bad. And it's always happened, and it might not be comic book accurate because the Sinister Six isn't just the same 6 villains. They can switch out, bring in new ones, all that shit, right? So I think that's the direction they're heading. But we definitely saw this direction because of the end credit scene.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the end credit scene?
The end credit scene.
I feel like I'm drunk again, dude, because I'm doing this shit a lot. I'm talking with my hands. That's how I think. I gotta fucking visualize everything I'm talking about and using my hands.
You're a handy person.
Yeah.
He is. So the end credit scene is a shot of the city, and I'm like, why the fuck are they showing the city? But the upper left hand corner, what do you see? You see the cracks from No Way Home.
Oh yeah, and that's when me and you started screaming.
Yeah, so the the cracks from No Way Home, the purple sky where all the villains are coming in
the
or not coming in.
multiverse being shattered.
Yeah. And then it's a prison cell that's empty. And fucking Vulture just comes out of nowhere and he's like, the fuck am I doing
now here? Vulture, aka Adrian Toomes, he came out in the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too familiar with that because I wasn't ready to accept Tom as my Spider-Man, right? But I know you do remember more of it, right?
I do.
So explain
His character,
what happened to him.
Okay, so the backstory is the first Avengers movie happens. There's a bunch of fucking alien weapon tech. He gets it. He's selling it to people.
Vulture.
Yeah.
Right.
Vulture gets it. He's selling it to people. Spider-Man finds out. And he finds out. He doesn't listen to Tony. He goes after him. They fight. He almost dies.
Tony comes out in Homecoming?
Yeah, he does.
Interesting.
He doesn't come out face to face to Tom. But... Wait, no, he does once. But anyways, Tom wins. Vulture doesn't die. He gets sent to jail. But
Vulture, aside from picking up the alien tech, he made his suit from the alien tech.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just a giant green vulture. And I was never a fan of his suit, to be honest. I don't know.
Because of the tech and shit?
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan, so I don't really remember that movie. So he went to jail, right?
Yes, he went to jail. He didn't die. Almost died.
So that is the MCU universe. Tom Holland's universe, right?
Yeah.
But now that No Way Home started, we have 3 universes so far, which is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, right? What the major Spider-Man fans are trying to figure out is who do these villains, Venom and Morbius, belong to? We can scratch off Tom,
because
right? Because of their end credit scene in No Way Home. Because Venom went into Tom Holland's universe for like a little while.
And then he dipped.
Leaving a little piece of the symbiote there. So we can scratch off Tom. We can more than likely scratch off Toby, because who knows what they're going to do with that shit. So we think that they're setting up the Sinister Six for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, because he never got the third one. And there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of fucking traction behind making the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Right? So, continue the end credit scene. So you're telling me that the Vulture is in the MCU universe in a fucking jail cell, and he gets transported to the Sonyverse. Let's call it that. This is jail cell.
Yeah, which is really confusing and weird. But he gets there and he's like, oh, like this is a new universe and shit. Dude,
yeah, he can tell.
Mind you, the first thing he says is like something about like fucking shit up there. Dude, he has a fucking wife and kids back in the other universe. Just completely says fuck them. I want this universe now, which is weird. But
that's how the villains are. Like even with Electro, he was
dude. But no, he actually really cared for his family. That's like the main theme that he had going on in Homecoming.
Wait, he's not MJ's dad, is he?
No, it was some other girl that Peter liked.
Oh,
Tom
okay.
Holland Spider-Man liked.
Also, you said a new Sinister Six. We didn't get the Sinister Six in No Way Home, dude.
No, we didn't. Cause
that was only 5 villains.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, Sinister Six. Like, no, it wasn't the Sinister Six.
Yeah, it was only 5.
It was the Fearsome 5.
That's the thing?
No.
Sounds cool.
I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Give me props, motherfucker.
So, he's in the cell. They take him out of the cell because he doesn't belong there in that universe. And, I don't know what the fuck. Morbius is fucking flying somewhere. And he gets a call and Vulture wants to meet up with him. And, like, they have this weird-ass dialogue. And that's how it ends. Like, they're gonna team up, but...
You didn't even talk about the crazier part. So he gets out of the jail, right? And then on the news, they're talking about Adrian Toomes is back, or I don't know what the fuck they were saying. So then Morbius isn't even flying. This motherfucker's driving in a car, right? In the desert. And then he gets out, he's looking at the GPS, and then he's just standing there. From a distance, you see fucking this gust of wind and just like fire, like coming out of nowhere. And it's Vulture in his fucking costume.
He already has a fucking costume somehow.
But the costume's different.
Yeah, it is.
It is not the MCU costume.
It has the helmet.
So, the other one had the helmet too, did it not?
It did, but it wasn't... It looks different.
Yeah, the suit's different. And he just appears in front of Morbius. And then... I forgot the dialogue, to be honest. But, basically... He tells Morbius, let's do some good and let's team up. Morbius says, interesting. So, bam, it ends there. Right? But I'm in my head like, is Morbius now bad? And is he going to join Vulture to fuck up Spider-Man? Because he says, Vulture said he wants to make a group of people. Implying the Sinister Six, right? But, Vulture said, let's do some good. So Morbius might be thinking actual good, like not actually like fucking people up.
That can make... I can see that, but it's just confusing because Morbius doesn't seem like a villain.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like...
And they might play on that, hopefully. Now, this is where it gets interesting because during the movie, Morbius says something that...
I know what you're talking about.
That, confirms that which universe they're in. He says... We are Venom. So that's obviously confirming he's in the same universe as Venom.
And now Vulture.
So we got Venom, Morbius, and Vulture in the Sonyverse. Who's the Spider-Man? Who the fuck knows? Who knows?
But it's not Tom Holland for sure.
Yeah, for sure it's not him. Dude, I saw today Miles Morales, but that'd be kind of fucking stupid. You know who's gonna play him supposedly? Jaden.
Dude,
I see that. Dude, I kind of fuck with that.
I'd suck him off.
Jaden Smith. Perfect segue. In a little bit. So the next movie that they're filming, these pictures are coming out, is Kraven the Hunter. So I don't know if they're gonna add Venom into the mix, but if they do, Kraven's gonna be the 4th, and now we have to think about
the other 2,
the last 2, and it's funny because
we know one of them. Could be one of them.
Who?
The Rhino. The weird-ass Rhino.
No,
hopefully they change him.
Yeah. Hopefully he comes from a different universe or some shit. That'd be fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine like in the end credit scene of Kraven, like he's in the jungle and shit, and you just see like a rhino.
Dude, that makes sense.
Sony, hire me to do the fucking credit scenes.
That would make sense.
Right?
Like some experience. Well, I didn't know his backstory, but yeah.
Kraven the Hunter?
No, Rhino. Like, why is he so huge?
I honestly don't know. But another option was Scorpion. But we would need JJ on there. Because JJ hires Scorpion to kill Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Dude, and I loved that Hector knew what the fuck we were talking about, because we were geeking out once we got out of the movie, and we're like, what if this happens? Just what we're doing here, we're like, so very exciting. Maybe there is some hope to the Sonyverse. I don't even know how they got, if they even have they do have rights to the Vulture. I mean, it's MCU or whatever, but who knows what's gonna happen? Who the fuck knows? I'm ready for it though. I want to see 6 villains just fuck up Andrew.
I'm scared, dude.
Yeah, I'm scared too. But think about it, dude. Dude. So, what if they get all 6, right? But in this universe, Andrew gets the symbiote, and he's just fucking overpowered, and we get to see him with the symbiote fighting 6 villains, and they don't fuck him up, and then he comes close to killing one of them, and that's where he's like, oh shit, I can't.
And the fact that he already said he didn't hold back, and then with the symbiote.
Oh, I think he holds back now, does he not?
Oh yeah, but he said for a point of time, and he might need that.
Or what if we saw that point in time? What if the Sinister Six happens when he's not holding? Who the fuck knows? But it's going down, and so we thought it was a really good movie. A lot of people were still shitting on it, but this is what's funny, dude. It's become such a big meme and such a fucking crazy topic that the movie's making money. Because these fucking haters are going to go watch it to make fun of it. And I'm like, what? But the sad thing is, it does have a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, which makes it the worst Marvel movie critically graded. Dude, it beat out the Fantastic Four, the remake. That's fucked. That is fucked, dude.
It's not even that bad, dude. It's not that bad.
The
only things that I had to complain about it, it's too short.
Yeah.
Not enough backstory.
We waited too long for this fucking movie.
Too long.
Because they pushed it aside when No Way Home was coming out. Morbius was supposed to come out first.
Yeah. And I hate that the chick comes back that he's interested in.
Yeah.
I really hate that. There's no need to bring her back, dude. Why bring her back?
Cause we know he ain't getting a second movie, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why they would bring her back. So
who the fuck knows what's gonna happen? But we talked about Jaden Smith, so let's talk about the Smiths and what's been going on with that shit lately. When did you first see the Oscars interaction?
Dude, I was on Twitter, and I thought people were memeing. Yeah, I didn't think it was real. They were like, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and I'm like, the fuck is this shit about? I ignored it for an hour or two, and then I finally saw just the clip of him slapping him, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I realized that the Oscars are going on. I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah.
So that was my interaction.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it.
Weird. Same story, but when I first saw the clip, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? 2 legends, comedy legends. I was like, what the fuck? There's no way. So I actually watched not the entire Oscars, but that whole segment where he starts talking about, right before the interaction. So I'm sure everyone's already fucking seen it. Chris Rock is hosting the Oscars, and
he's making jokes.
That's what he gets paid to do. He is a comedian, right? So you have Will Smith and his whore wife right next to him, right?
Yeah. Fuck her.
And she's bald. She has some sickness or some shit. And Chris Rock makes a joke towards Jada, right? And
Will laughs. Laughing.
Will's laughing. That shit was funny. I didn't get it. I had to look that shit up. I saw what he was talking about. It was pretty fucking funny, right?
Yeah.
There's some bitch that's bald. But Will laughs, turns.
She's not laughing.
Jada's not laughing. This bitch is rolling her eyes with her mouth open, going like that.
Getting mad.
And then that's when Will was like, oh shit, I gotta do something. Right?
He felt like he had to do something.
I have to do something to protect my wife's honor. Yeah. I'm not gonna beat up the guy that fucked her all those times. No. I need to beat up the comedian that's getting paid to do his job because she's upset. You know? I'm not gonna fuck up the guy that fucked her. Right? Do you know the guy? You know about that story too, or no?
I know she got fucked, but I don't know who it is. Or
Dude, I'll tell you. Once I saw this shit, I got obsessed with the storyline, the plot. I started watching old ass videos. I started watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm just fucking around. But I got invested, right? So Will Smith gets up, or did he start shouting first? I don't remember.
No, he got up.
He got up, walks up. And then Chris Rock's like, like, you know, kind of joking around. And Will Smith slaps the absolute shit out of him. And my man Chris Rock takes it like a fucking champ. He ate that shit for breakfast, boy.
Dude, he did.
He ate that. Not a tear, not the shakes, nothing. He's like, oh, wow. Like, really, dude? That's it. Will goes back to his seat.
Starts shouting.
Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth, right?
Just like that.
And then and then Chris is like, wow, dude. I said, get my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And then Chris is like, I will, dude, I will. So, right? Dude, did you see the fucking shot from behind them? Jada's laughing during that whole shit that went down, dude.
No
that
way.
Bitch. Yeah, she's...
Dude, he was crying too. Another shot of him leaving.
Who will? So, get this. This is where it gets interesting, dude. As soon as that happens, Will Smith wins an Oscar.
Yeah.
Right? And I loved Will's speech because the first way he starts it off was... And I forget the actor's name. He's critically acclaimed. He's a fucking badass. What's his fucking name, dude? Obviously, Denzel? It might be Denzel.
Denzel Washington?
Yes. So, Will goes on stage, right? And he's receiving the Oscar. Everyone's shocked about what the fuck happened, right? And then he says that Denzel just said something intriguing. He didn't word it like that, but he just said, Denzel told him, when you're at your highest, that's when the devil comes for you. And dude, that shit gave me chills, dude. I was like, holy shit. He's speaking fucking, you know, he's a prophet, dude. Cause that shit's true. He's at his highest moment. Cause that's what actors achieve to get is an Oscar. All of them. Just look at fucking Leo DiCaprio, like
he's been chasing that shit for a while.
Yeah, the memes and shit, right? So Will's on top of the world. He just got, you know, he's at the highest peak in his career, I would say, as an actor. And he just fucking did probably the stupidest act that you could ever do to another human being. And I'm a fucking hothead, I will admit, and I believe in like
defending
physical violence or defending, you know, shit like that. But it should never get physical, no matter what the fuck. Unless you're trying to save your own life or defend someone else.
Yeah.
Like they're getting attacked or something. But you shouldn't just fucking just do that shit. That's so dumb, right? So he starts crying on stage, Will Smith. And, I mean, the next fucking day it's all over the internet. Everyone's memeing on it. Everyone's talking about it. And even Chris knew. I mean, he's been around for fucking years. He's like, you guys just witnessed the greatest moment on television history. And I think he was right. Except, this was the second lowest rating of the Oscars ever.
Damn.
But I don't think we should be surprised. Cable, it's dying. Oscars, I mean, only a few people really care. Like,
yeah,
there's an audience for it,
but small.
But I was eating this shit up, dude, right? And
dude, I even saw a video on it.
You didn't see the video, or
I saw a video like explaining it, like aside from it, like what could have What could have caused all that shit?
Yeah, so... And here's my theory, and I've been dying to talk about this. Because I was rewatching the videos, I was seeing all the fucking memes, I was seeing all this shit on the internet, right? And I'm like... And the first thing I saw was like, so you're telling me that you're gonna slap a comedian for making a joke about your wife, but you're not gonna put hands on the guy that fucked your wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm referring to here is a controversy that happened about like a year ago, where Jada and fucking Will sit down. They're recording this too for some weird reason.
It's weird.
And it's the whole thing's weird. And this bitch comes out and says like, yes, I cheated on you. I don't even think she apologized, dude, unless I saw a clip where, you know, they cut it out. But, like, the whole time she's talking about how, like, she was helping someone and, like, that it led to more and that she was sad, she wasn't happy. And, like, and she basically cheated on him. Will doesn't lose his shit. He's a little upset, but...
He's crying.
He's crying.
There's clips, there's a picture, there's a meme of him crying.
But he doesn't get mad. You know, he's just fucking crying and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And never did anything to the guy, nothing like that, right? So I'm like, who is this guy? I never knew who the guy was or what, right? So I look it up, right? His name's August. The first picture I see is him and Jaden. And Jaden's about 14 years old, dude. That guy's probably like 18 or some shit, right? Dude, August was Jaden's friend.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden's mom fucked the friend, dude, August. I don't know what he does. I don't know who he is. But, like, I don't know, dude. I was just like, what?
It was weird.
It was fucking weird.
I just forgot, yeah. I remember now.
So she fucked him a bunch of times, probably. And here's the reason. We're going back to the Oscars. This is my theory. I think that when he saw her reaction, it wasn't about defending her honor. It was about defending himself. Think about it. That's his life partner. That's his wife. But how much can you really trust a partner when they've cheated on you, right? And what if one day she feels you, one day she doesn't? And especially in that position of power that she has, she can drop Will and have any fucking man in the world she wants, right? But I think he was defending himself because she knows all his dirty little secrets. I don't think...
Oh, I get you now.
I don't think he's the saint, the angel that everyone calls him. You know, I've heard rumors that he's fucked certain people in the Hollywood scene, but then I think, how?
If he's
The
supposed
man's
to be
married. Dude, apparently he fucked Maggie.
Who's Maggie?
Or what's your Harley Quinn chick.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, apparently, who knows?
And I heard something else. Well, not like... I have a different theory on everything.
So let me continue this real quick. So I'm not even talking about the females, dude. I think since she has so much dirt, so much shit on him, he's like, oh shit, I gotta pretend to defend her to defend myself because I fuck guys. I think I've heard stories too, dude, that Will Smith is a little flamer. He's a little bi, you know. Dude, think about it. Like, he's been at the fucking top ever since he was like 18. Dude, think about all the chicks he's fucked, dude. He can have any girl in the world he wants. And what happens when you have
all the pussy in the world?
Exactly. What happens? You want more. You want something different. So you either stray into men or children, right? That could also be another possibility, but who knows? True. So I think he's fucked guys, or he's gotten fucked by guys that he's like, oh shit, I gotta defend her honor so I can defend myself.
That's pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I hope
I didn't hear anyone say that at all from videos I was seeing online. So that's pretty good.
What's your theory?
My theory is not like that good at all. But my theory is that Will Smith is broken. He got his wife came out saying that she cheated on him. He was showing emotions. He cried on television or on the whatever the fuck they're recording. He got fucking memed on hard. And the relationship is just toxic. Today I was seeing a post on Twitter that was saying like it was confirmed that Jada didn't even want to marry him or something like that. Some crazy shit like that. I didn't
get into that shit, dude.
So he's in such a terrible relationship that's so toxic, and he's married to her. So like he's kind of awe that he has as a partner, and then he's laughing, he's enjoying the joke, and then he sees her like pissed, and he's like fuck, like he's going through so many emotions that he acted in an incorrect way, and then just slapped the fuck out of him. Cause dude, there's like videos and pictures of Jada talking about her illness but joking about it. Like she doesn't give a fuck. Have you seen that?
No, but
she doesn't give a fuck. Like she's joking about it. So it's like weird.
But this is how toxic their relationship is. In that same roundtable bullshit interview they had where she said she was a whore, they have a little chant. So today we watched Nelk, right? We watched the Bigfoot video. And you remember how Tony had the chant about the fucking Bigfoots and shit?
Yeah.
They have a similar chant where it's like, we live together, we die together. Bad marriage.
No way.
Yes. That's their philosophy, dude. That's their, we live together, we'll die together. Bad marriage.
Fuck no.
Which means he's fucked up too.
Yeah, he has.
But nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
Dude, and this is what I found even more interesting, dude. Because a lot of shit's coming out about the Smiths because of all this shit that's going on. Her true love was Tupac, dude.
That's why I saw that shit trending, like Jada and Tupac, something like that.
Dude, her true love was Tupac. Now, I heard they grew up together, right? I don't know if you ever saw her like that, but... Dude, I'm trying to think, who is Jada? Who is she, dude? I haven't seen her in shit.
She's a nobody, dude.
Except Gotham. So I'm thinking, how are her two top options the most famous men in the world? You have Tupac. She knew him at the peak of his career. You have Will Smith, where he was like on the fucking Fresh Prince and shit. Like he was already like, up there. And they even asked Will, like, do you ever get jealous of Tupac? And he says yes, because, like, their connection was so strong. Like, dude, Will's a fucking simp, dude.
Yeah, it's weird.
For an evil bitch. It's fucked.
Yeah, so that was my thing. Like, he's in a fucked position because of all that shit that she has done and that she puts into his mind. And he sees, like, she's pissed at the joke, so he's like, oh, fuck, like, what am I gonna do? Like, if I don't do something, I'm gonna go back to a bunch of bullshit from her. But if I do something now, it could end up affecting me later. So either way, he's in a fucked position.
And the only place I've seen her is Gotham, right? And I don't know if it's because I saw this show and I saw how she acted in there, that's how I perceive her. But I feel like she's a real bitch, dude, behind closed doors. Like, she probably hits Will and shit. I would not be surprised if that came out.
Yeah.
At all.
True.
Did you know there's a third child in the mix of the Smiths? There's an older one than Jaden.
What the fuck?
Yeah! Yeah,
I just know of Jaden and Willow.
No.
It's not just them two?
No, there's a third in the mix, dude.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't think he's in all that crazy shit. But... he's not Jada's son. So he's like some other bitch's son.
So that means Will...
No, I might have been before her. I think it was from his first marriage.
Oh, okay.
But I found that interesting
so much
too.
crazy shit.
Yeah. So, this happened 2 weeks ago. Right? We're like a week late on everything that's happening to us. All the stories and shit. You would say so, right? Like a week late. So then today it comes out that Will is banned from the Oscars for 10 years. And I got to see what Chris had to say about the whole situation. He didn't say much. but it was good for him. Why? Because his main income source right now is comedy shows, and his tickets sold out, dude. After all this shit went down. Dude, Dude, you think he came up with some good ass material for that shit?
He had
dude,
to,
imagine
dude.
he's on stage, like, ready, and then there's silence, and he's just like... Well, like, dude, and I love Chris Rock, dude. You can't.
Dude, we were watching an old ass video today. Remember?
Yeah. I love Chris Rock, dude. Dude, did you see that edit where fucking Will slaps him, and then they're like, "Everybody hates."
Oh
Chris.
yeah.
I was like, yo, I love that shit, dude. I love it. He was the fucking zebra in Madagascar. I showed you the video where him and Jada are like buddy and shit.
So weird.
Yeah. But, dude, and I don't know if you saw this, but all that shit's going down, right? And then, a recently favorite actress of ours starts chirping a little, and I'm talking about, what's her name? The chick that plays Catwoman in the Batman film.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that shit too or no?
No.
Yo, you're not gonna believe this. So she starts chirping. She starts talking shit, right? About Will, about the whole situation, right? Dude, they come back at her hard. They made her a new asshole, dude. So get this. She's chirping about the whole situation, how Will is stupid for doing that, right? And then, I don't know if it was Jada or Will, they're like, you shouldn't even be talking about us in general. We've already told you to not talk about us, and we've tried to keep you away from our son. And I'm like, what? I'm like, so this is a new plot, a new fucking storyline. I'm like, this is interesting. So I started looking into it, right? Dude.
She tried fucking Jaden.
14, dude.
No way.
She was 24. Yo! Yeah, dude, she was fucking wet for him, dude. And I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no way this is real, right? So I started looking up. I think her name's Chloe and Jaden, shit like that. Dude, there's proof, dude. There's this fucking video. It's on a red carpet. It's on some sort of fucking carpet, right? They're interviewing Chloe, right? She's 24 at the time. They're interviewing her, and she just stops. Like, doesn't listen to the question. She starts looking off to the distance, and she's like, Jaden, hey, Jaden, over here. Come on, over here. Jaden, like, comes over here. 14, has the dreads and shit, like, little kid. He's like, hey, what's up? She's like, oh my gosh, where were you? I was looking for you, like, and then he's like, oh, I went over here, whatever. She's like, oh, he's so cute, like, dude, I need to show you the video, dude, cause I'm not doing it justice right now, but like, dude,
was creepy, dude.
There's interviews and shit where she's like, oh yeah, like Jaden, like, I'm kind of down, yeah, like, and then they ask her why she's in that interview. She's like, I don't know, it's because like he has so much confidence and he's like so swag and like, dude, let me look, dude. I don't even know if her name's Chloe, dude. Is it Zoe? Might be Zoe.
I don't fucking know.
What's her fucking name, dude? Oh. Zoe. Said Chloe. Yo, dude, check this shit out. You might have to put this in there.
What's it like to be part of this huge phenomenon?
I'm still kind of finding out what it's like, but I'm honored, It's really nice seeing all these people be really passionate. Jaden! Sorry.
Body language,
Great!
dude.
Perfect!
You made
I've
it.
been looking for you for the past forever.
I dragged him out tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Literally dragged
This
you?
is my date.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking
Hey,
for you
what?
for
Date.
45 minutes
Don't leave,
casually.
I want to, just don't
Okay,
leave.
yes,
Don't leave.
I'm-
Hang on. Tell him how amazing she looks.
Tell me how.
You look like something that you would find in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Like,
That's
wow.
why I keep him around. Don't leave.
Dude, she's
Sorry,
checking
that's
it
like
out.
my love of my life.
What did he say you look like?
What'd she
Willy Wonka.
just say?
Willy Wonka.
You sure that's my life?
That's what. That's
The
what
love
like
of
a
my
16-year-old
life?
says to you. It's a compliment. It's great. What was I saying? I don't.
He's your date for tonight.
Yes, I dragged him out. I texted him and I said you have to come, so he did. I love him.
Well, thank you everyone for watching Extra on YouTube.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
that's so weird.
24. He's 14, dude. Like, so the Smiths come back and they start hammering that shit in. You remember when you tried to fucking rape a kid and shit? Am I getting some of the fucking, you know, the terminology wrong? But that's already proof that she was kind of creepy with Jaden. Dude, you think Jaden smashed that shit back then? Dude,
I don't know.
that'd be crazy. So, what happens? The fucking mob goes after her ass and they eat her alive, dude. People just start shitting on her now. Like, all these old fucking videos are coming out. Dude, if she wouldn't have said shit, dude, she would have been fine. She would have been A-okay. Like,
We wouldn't have known.
yeah, she had to fuck that shit up. And I didn't know this, but a lot of people compare her to Zendaya, or maybe she compares herself to Zendaya. And, like, because of all the hate she's getting, people are now like, you're never gonna be like Zendaya. Like, you're a fucking predator. Like, dude, it's getting wild out there. But that's how I'm eating this shit up, dude. That's how I'm eating this shit up. But, and then did you see the fucking meme of the zebra and
Oh yeah, when the character Will Smith plays
Will
in
Smith, the
the
fucking
fish.
fish?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was
Dude,
fucking amazing.
Two legends, but Will Smith did fuck up. And I hope more shit comes out of this. A lot of people are saying he fucked up his career. Apparently Jada's already like saying, I never agreed to this. Like, dude, she's already going against his ass, cause
Of course, she's a fucking whore. So
but dude, Will fucking Smith, dude. I never thought I would say that Will fucking slapped Chris Rock, dude.
I know.
It's fucking insane, huh? Dude, and then people already hopping on the whole boxing and shit. Like, dude, if there's a fucking Will Smith and Chris Rock boxing match, dude.
That shit's making the most money ever
Fuck
for
yeah,
a boxing
dude.
match.
I feel like Will would win, but who knows? So that was Will Smith segment. Let's talk about last weekend working outside. He's not fucking prepared.
I don't remember much, dude.
You still got that pizza brain?
Dude, I cut the grass. I remember he was pissed. He always cuts the grass in the front, and I'm out there taking out the lawnmower. The fuck.
Oh, the lawnmower, dude. Fuck.
Dude, I forgot what it's called. What's it called?
The mower.
The mower. I'm taking out the mower, and he comes
the tree
out.
mower.
The what?
Tree mower.
It's not a tree mower, dude. He comes out and he's like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna cut the grass in the front. And he's like, dude, no, let me cut it. I always cut it. That's my favorite thing. And I'm like, sorry, dude, you lost your chance. And he's like, fuck you. And he laughed. and then I cut the grass in the front.
And then he tried to give it to me, and I was like, I don't want that shit anymore. So I started cutting some fucking trees. And
It was funny.
it was funny. But I was using the fucking electric saw, right? And I'm like my fucking arm's shaking, right? And you would think that I'd be used to that, but I'm not used to the movement, dude. I'd have to stop. Fucking whole arm was hurting and shit. I got a couple cuts on my hand. But I think I wanted to talk about it because we were so fucking tired. And I think we were going to film after. Or we did film. Or I don't even remember.
Yeah, we did film after. We did.
And we were fucking dead, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't talk about it for that.
For that episode. No, we didn't.
This is weird. We're like a fucking week ahead or behind or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But we're in the backyard,
Oh, yeah.
right?
We're throwing out the branches he was cutting. We're throwing
Yeah.
them outside.
Because Daddy cut down a fucking couple of logs.
And we see something that was
Yeah.
very fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you're finally here when I see some weird shit, because
Yeah.
I feel like I see weird shit.
And so do I, but we're never together
Yeah.
when we see it. And when I see weird shit, I get fucking excited. I'm like,
And I was like, fuck no.
but
I was a
I
crackhead.
wasn't excited this time because it's literally in our backyard.
Yeah.
But it reminds me what fucking kind of neighborhood we live in. Like, I always forget. I mean, it's pretty peaceful, but
It's a little weird.
there's some sketchers out there and shit.
Yeah.
But go for it.
So it's this guy.
Describe him.
He's bald. He has.
Because you saw most of the shit than I did.
Yeah, I did. So he's bald. He has a backpack on. It might be a trash bag. It was a black trash bag. And he's wearing a shirt, but the sleeves are cut and it's a button up. You know what I'm saying? Weird. Wearing pants. And
How's that weird?
Because he's just wearing that by itself. I never see someone wear that by itself. You know, it's like an accessory to clothing.
Like a
My
vest.
fucking girlfriend got me on that shit, dude. Yeah. So it was just weird just seeing that by itself. And, dude, what's he screaming, dude? What is he screaming? I forgot. He's saying...
He's like, Buenos dias. Because our neighbor was outside in her backyard, too.
Yeah.
And he's yelling up a storm at her.
Dude.
Right?
And us, too, when she wasn't responding to him.
When she wasn't responding and he was passing our backyard, I'm like, fuck. I'm like... I just saw a Slenderman looking motherfucker in the...
I forgot one detail. He's carrying... Dude, I don't know what the fuck it was.
pipe
A
or
pipe
some
or
shit.
something. Like
so
the-
he was like... Not dumpster diving, but alley diving. Or alley
Dude, I don't know.
strolling. He was
What?
picking up trash.
It was a pipe that was longer than the frame that we're in. Like it was fucking long, and I don't know what it was just on his arm. Like, I don't know what it looked like a polvo, dude. It
So
was
when I
weird.
saw like a bald motherfucker yelling at us and saying all this crazy shit, I kind of ignored him and I didn't even want to look, dude. I was kind of like, I was spooked a little. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, I ignored him too.
And he was just talking Spanish, talking English.
Both. He was like,
Everything.
maybe they don't talk this language, so let me try this language. I was like, dude, I'm fucking Russian. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to you.
But then what did you see? Because I left.
So he leaves and he walks like maybe 2 houses past our house because we're not fucking responding to him. Dude, the weirdest shit ever. He puts his bag down. He puts the fucking 20 feet pipe down. Pulls out the bag.
And all the dogs are barking at him too.
Yeah. And he takes off the shirt. He's like facing a house. So I'm not seeing his face. He can't see me. And he tries on, dude, I kid you not, like 10 different shirts. They're all different shirts. They're either just shirts you put on like this.
So how
or
long were you
button-ups.
watching him for?
No, we were walking back and I was walking back and forth. So he was there for like maybe 10 minutes while I was walking back and forth, dropping off all the branches he was cutting. Dude, he tried on so many fucking shirts. It wasn't even funny.
And he had them in the trash bag.
Do you want to know what's creepy? Last night we were recording the film for school for me. I think I saw some of his shit in the area he was in on the side, but I couldn't tell.
Like shirts and shit?
I think it was the bag, but I don't know. We can check tomorrow morning. I ain't gonna check that shit tonight.
Dude, we should go right now and film it.
But yeah, it was just really weird.
Yeah, and you tell me that, I'm like, so definitely on drugs or something, right? And it was just him walking in the alley, right?
And then
Yeah, how many, like 2 hours later or an hour later? Or what
hour
was it?
later,
Hour later, we're in the fucking room.
we're in here.
The window's a little open and I see someone walking down the street. And it's him with a fucking dog this time.
Like,
Like,
the dog looked nice.
by the chain and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like just talking to himself or talking to the fucking dog. So, what do you think he was on about?
Maybe he
I
lived
think
there.
I think he needed a leash for his dog. That's why he went down the alley. But it was going to be like a little like play date type of situation. Hence, all the clothing in his bag. So, you know, he tried on different shirts. He maybe saw a broken piece of mirror on the floor and he was like trying them on. Just being like, what shirt would be better for my, you know, pup, right? So then he picks up his pup and he's walking down the street.
Dude, I don't know.
Or he was just on coke or some shit.
That, he was on coke, or I think the house he was behind, or the house he was like right in front of, he lived in, because I saw the gate open.
Which house? Because that makes me kind of uneasy.
It's like over, it's on that side, it's not the
Oh,
one
then
right
we're
next to us.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know, dude. It was
Who knows,
just fucking.
dude?
It was weird.
Odd.
Yeah, dude, you saw him first. Like, you were like looking through the window, and you're like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And we're like, "Yo, it's the same guy." And usually hobos have chihuahuas that are small. This guy had a big dog that was black and looked like it was healthy, so it was weird.
Dude, who knows where he fucking came from, but
He just spawned in.
we won't talk about the whole filming. How long have we been going for?
1:30.
We can probably finish it up here. We'll leave the filming the movie for the next episode or whatever. But yeah, last night we were back there filming in the alley, and I was just getting the fucking heebie-jeebies.
Dude, yeah, it was weird.
Weird energy, right?
Yeah.
How late was it?
Dude, it wasn't even that late. It was like
I was literally recording. I had a shoulder mount, and I was recording him running that way, and then I hear someone sneezing right fucking behind me. So as I turn, I kind of messed up the shot. Not to mention there is a mattress like a couple houses, like literally like
right next to you.
5 feet from me. There's a big ass mattress, and I'm thinking, what if that's that fucker's mattress and he's just sleeping in our alley? Like, a lot of crazy shit was going through my head. But yeah, I hope we don't interact with that motherfucker anytime soon. But who knows? We might tomorrow, since we're gonna be out and about.
It was weird.
It was
strange.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
But I think that is it for today. I'm looking at my list. You don't want to talk about the kitty? I think I just wanted to talk about the kitty because it had happened right before we were going to film. But we don't got to talk about it. Let's just say we got a lot of pussy around here and it's kind of stressful. But yeah, you want to finish it off with a fucking bang?
I tried to keep it as long as I could. Yeah, I forgot how to fucking end the fucking pod, dude. I blanked out.
What the fuck?
Just I saw it was 12 in the morning. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's 12 in the morning already.
We usually stay up later than this. Maybe not today.
Dude, I'm fucking.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, I can wake up though. Give me some fucking Lego stars in front of me. I'll wake up real quick, dude. I haven't played that shit
Your
at all.
fucking Lego's gonna go up. But for the next episode, we can talk about that real quick. We're doing another gaming episode. The last one we did was what?
Minecraft, and it was probably like fucking
episode 1.
It's like 6 months ago, probably.
6 months ago. And I wanted to incorporate more gaming into it, but we've just been doing a lot of different shit with this channel. So yeah, we're gonna do another gaming video. Should be interesting. This time it's gonna be Lego Star Wars, cause he's been fucking going on and on and on about it, and I want to see what the fucking hype's about. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Legos and shit, and fucking, but only when it comes to superheroes like Marvel, DC. But this should be interesting. So that's gonna be the next video. What else?
And that's it. I think we'll end it there. So, we appreciate you if you tuned in, watched this far. Make sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe. This was episode 33, and we'll catch you on the next one.
And sorry for the low energy, but it was a chill pod, right?
Yeah. I mean, we got into the fucking everything, though.
Yeah, we did. We got into some sucking,
some juicy stuff.
Sucking, fucking, and fighting. That's the best shit. See y'all, bitches.
TikTok, yeah, time is going slow. When I blow up, I'm telling y'all this all.